say what you like.
Because we're not sure if Gaten's a phlegm, or a Walloon, or a Wally, or a Belge, or a German, or a Swiss, or a Luxemburger.
Or a Liechtensteiner.
He's probably a Liechtensteiner. Yeah. Yeah, we're only unfair to him because you can actually be unfair to him. And he goes, it's a bit like Eric Cantona, who's actually now a great famous film star, and he was quite a good footballer, but it was also apparently a pain in the arse. Did you ever see him when he took a flying kick at somebody in the crowd?
I wasn't aware of him until just recently because I've been away.
Well, that's probably
I've been in jail
to live somewhere else.
Yep.
But it must have been the equivalent bastards in America. Like, I can't think of any. Only George. Oh, the vice president. I think he was a bastard.
Oh, Cheney.
Yeah.
Oh,
Prick Cheney. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dick Cheney.
Yeah.
Prick
Yeah.
Cheney.
Right. Yeah. A bit brainy. Or a brainy dick.
Yeah, brainy dick.
But I am doing the coffee, darling.
So what were you just saying about the stool, Herbie? You were saying something about
the what?
your piano stool.
Is this on?
Hey.
For the
Yes.
live record, no, not the live, the studio recording.
Yeah.
Instead of having to turn over, which I think is really terrible when people lick the bottom of the page and turn it over.
Oh,
in
yes.
orchestras, everything's great, but every page at the bottom right hand corner is a hotbed of swine flu, duck flu, listeria,
Yeah, but you want to be able to turn those pages though, don't you?
spittophobia. It's got everything there. I can see it crawling. It crawls all over the page and turns into a drum part. That's what Gordy's got. He's got a page of. We used to call it fly shit at one time, and this prevented doing that because if you got 12 music stands,
Yeah.
so you could go around and Chris would say, "Where are we?" and I'd say 3 o'clock, and he'd go around to that one.
That's
And,
great. Idea.
it actually
we should
was.
start doing that on sessions. We need 20 music stands.
I think it's really because
We're not touching the pages.
we were all quite leery. That's the issue, and I think being leery is part of stress management. I mean, you couldn't roll
I
up
think
and go,
so.
hello, and then
I'm glad you said that because when I feel leery, sometimes I think, oh, really, I need to, I'm a lady, I should calm this down, but
Yes,
I can't.
yes.
But I just can't.
So
resist
now
it.
we've gone. This is probably the end of the talk. Now we get back to Gayton, who is probably more stressed out because he's got more instruments to play. He plays the tar and the thank you
That's what it's called.
and the please, and he's
Tar,
got
thank you,
other
please.
buttons that go oink, 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 oink. And everything depends on him being accurate. You can't go 1, 2, 3, 4. It has to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Not 1, 2, 3, 4. Because it throws it all out, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you got a two-bar sample,
Yeah.
that's just a little bit out. It's horrible.
2-bar samples.
You got to be right on the click. Oh my god! I just said something on the air, didn't I?
Yeah.
You did. You're on air.
Got to be right on the click. That's really. I should use that again.
Well,
It
for
might
that,
be
the
because
tar-
we're going to get.
Keep it on him.
You
Keep
got-
it.
Oh, yeah, keep it
The
on.
tar is not a guitar. It's just a tar, but the person that plays it is the git.
The kids.
I know why he uses it
Welcome.
because it's made. You know those? They're like coconuts that float
gourd.
across the Pacific Ocean.
Like a
Herbie,
gourd.
would you like to
And in
sit here in
actual
this
fact-
chair and then I can have you both in?
Well, I've got to make the coffee,
Okay, fair enough.
and
Not to
they
worry.
float across the ocean, don't they? And from Hawaii to the Pitcairn Islands and the Galapagos have these things. It's shaped like a double coconut, and they're supposed to be the fruit's aphrodisiacal, but that's just because the thing looks like a pair of knackers.
That's so random.
And he's got one.
Where
It's,
did that come
it's
from?
got half a bamboo pole for the thing filled
Yeah.
up with polyfiller, and then he's got matches across, which roughly in semitones.
Roughly.
Yeah,
Yes.
and he's got little black dots as he goes up, so it goes da 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 da, and put it through a tune, and it goes like do 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 do.
Well, he's only got 3 notes to play, so he makes sure they're in tune.
Yeah.
Those matches are in the right place.
Oh yeah. And then the fast bits, a couple of them spontaneous combustion, so it's badly burned.
He only has those 3 notes to play though, doesn't he? On that.
I don't know. Every time I look round, he's standing up. He's the only keyboard player in the outfit that stands up.
Yeah.
And when Jeff Wayne comes on down the ramp,
Gives him a high five.
Yeah, you do
I
a bit.
thought he came down and they did a high five.
Yeah,
And
you
it's
do.
actually
Yeah.
Jeff smacking him round the back of the head. As much as say, "Hello, Wally."
With his backhands.
Yeah,
Send
and
his backhand.
Gayton, for his own, to stop him being humiliated, puts his hand up, so it looks like you can't actually see Jeff whacking him around the back of the head. And Jeff trots down the bottom,
I see his little run.
and I think it's a great idea. What they should do, I think, now they've got that trapdoor there, is in case Jeff slips one day, that people keep doing that.
What just happened?
Jump man.
Play Knock Down Ginger. On my doorstep, he's got a dog, that bloke, and there's a sign on the step. It's good for you to go and make a film, take a film of the step. I'll show you my dog frightener. It kills dogs. If they pee on my doorstep, they get a 9,000 volt shock.
I do.
Really?
Yeah. You get 4 9-volt batteries and put them in parallel. It's like a taser. The police use them on each other.
I should get that for my doorstep because I get drunkards having a relieving themselves
Yeah,
on a
but
Saturday
it would also
night.
work on humans. If somebody came out of the pub and whittled on my doorstep,
Yeah.
the 9,000 volt jolt would throw them across the road. Straight that front doors in. And it's, I mean, I couldn't be had up for it, could I? Because I should
Not if you've got a warning
Let's
letter.
have a look at it then. Come on.
You better come and have a look at this.
No,
And it absolutely works.
I just want to film the
You have to film that.
Dogs beware.
Dogs beware, electrified step. So what happens is, when I go out, I put that like that. So, okay, now I'm a bloke or an old lady with a dog. Coming down here. And they read that,
Yeah.
and the dog, as you can see, piddles there.
There, yeah.
Because at one time, they piddle here. And it would make a connection with that.
Yeah.
Which goes in there where there's 4 9-volt batteries, which in parallel give you a voltage of 9,000 volts. And you hear this really loud bang
Yeah.
and a squeal. And the dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, and half the dogs get run over, so we bury them there. 14 buried there. And there's never been a dog piddle on the doorstep.
Ah, I see.
And but the thing is, it will work for humans as well.
Yes.
I mean, imagine me standing there
Yeah.
and there was a loud bang. It just shows that science works. The soldier says in war and world. Not poetry and stuff. Science.
Science, yeah.
Is that what he said?
I need to see the show. I can't where I am. I'm not what I get in my ears. It's very unsatisfactory.
You're the director and producer, aren't you?
Wow.
We're supposed to be the stars of the,
Yeah.
of the blog. One of our notes, our head put, it's supposed to be about
We
us.
could do some background